What's going on, y'all? No theme music today. None of that. Cause I don't have much class. Got a class. Go on. Thank you so much, brother. Go on. Gifted a membership. If you are receiving, or if you have received a gifted membership, then make sure y'all tell brother Gohan. Thank you very much. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, we are all having a very, 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 very happy Thursday. Right? Happy Thursday. How y'all doing? Had a pretty decent day myself, except for the fact that I can't confirm this, but I feel like the mail lady tried to get away with my package. But we had a lot of rain last night, and so Hoodoo Central, the floor, not the floor, the road that leads to Hoodoo Central was flooded, and so I'm like, did she? It was just a lot going on. I recanted it over on um over on TikTok, but not here. But anyway, how's everybody doing? We over here now. Sincerely, Sean said, "Hey, glad you popped up. I missed TikTok earlier. No worries. We're here. We're here. Let's do our normal. Picture me rolling roll call. Keisha Gabrielle, one of these days, you are going to tell me how to pronounce your name. But right now, you are Keisha. Not just Keisha. You are Keisha. And how you doing, Keisha? Hey Raven, how are you? Big Glow Triple Three, how are you? Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you. QB 1974, welcome QB. This is indeed a safe space. How are you? Thank you for being a channel member. Lexi one of my favorite people. Hey Lexi, how are you? Thank you for being a channel member. Ingrid and Naomi, how are y'all? Brother Gohan, thank you for being a channel member and for gifting the membership. Thank you, brother. It's greatly appreciated. Eternal Supernova Sherry, what's going on, Sherry? Thank you for being a channel member and a moderator. Jazzy J, thank you for being a channel member. Lionel Farera, I just like say I don't even know if you say your name that way. I just like to say it. Lionel Ferreira. I can't roll my R's, but if I could roll my R's, it'd be Ferreira. Thank you for being a channel member, Lionel. Not your dang angel. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Wonderlust Earth Angel, how are you? Thank you for being a channel member. Gypsy Black, welcome to the tribe, courtesy of Gohan. Welcome to the channel membership, guys. I've got channel members. I've got to put y'all's TikTok live stream recordings up. I'll work on that tonight. I absolutely will. Karma Aquarius, how are you? Naomi the G, what's going on? What is going on? So, oh, and Corbin Lupercalia. So anyway, hey, Honey's Child. Hey, Honey's Child. Oh shoot, I didn't see all these folks. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I miss all these people. Lewinsky's lover. How are you? Kurt, what's going on, Kurt? Mango Juice, how are you? Honey's Child, thank you for being a channel member, Honey's Child. Corbin, Latoya, Phoenix, what's going on, Phoenix? Thank you for being a channel member. Rooted Source Sounds, thank you for being a channel member, as well as Black Cat. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I have not had any water today, except for whatever was in this coffee. That is the only water I've had. I told y'all I had my physical a few months ago, and the doctor was like, do you drink energy drinks? I'm like, yeah. So which one is it? Energy drinks, coffee? I'm like, yeah. Both of them? Both of them. She's like, okay, all right, okay. How many a day? I said, ooh, let's see, carry the one. Let me start over. Carry the two. I said a bunch, doc. She said, how much water do you drink? I was like, whatever is in the coffee or the energy drink, doc. I need you to keep up. She's like, that doesn't count. And I'm like, doc, you're a doctor. I know you took some science. What's the first ingredient in energy drink is water. It counts in my book. Counts in my book. So that's it. Have not had any water, but in my defense, fish poop in that stuff. So that's why I don't drink it. And family, listen, I just want y'all to understand that y'all are heard. I see you guys. Okay, I see you guys. So if I don't get to your question immediately, it does not mean that you were skipped over. Okay, I'll let you guys know when I miss questions. So you don't have to repeat it over and over again, okay? You are seen. I know the world has everybody just clamoring for, hey, notice me. I notice you. All right. I'll get to your question, Lewinsky's lover. I absolutely will. Big baby girl 2.0, how are you? Cherie, aka Nikki F baby. Please say the baby. Thank you for being a channel member and a moderator. Coco, what's going on, sis? How are you? Same to you. Channel member and moderator. Appreciate it. You're very appreciated. All right. Now let's get to Lewinsky Lover's question that you asked. Question: if I'm trying to get accepted into college, what would be the best spell? Okay, that is a good question. That is a good question that we get asked a lot. We get asked a lot here. And I for one would keep it simple. Okay, I would keep it simple. Now, for any working, you need to try to get a hold of someone who is going to be a decision maker. So if you're talking about college, someone in admission, get their name. And if you don't know it and you can't find it online, just call up there. Ask. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. And you take their name and you write it on a piece of parchment paper. Now I know you may not have any lambskin laying around. Brown paper bag, family, is just as good. That is traditional. That's what we use. So write their name on that brown paper bag. Wrap it around a white candle. Pin it. Pin it. Pray the 23rd Psalm and burn that candle and light that candle. And once it is going, just whisper into the flames what it is you want them to do, which is, of course, improve your application. Now, if you want, you could burn some controlling incense or some road opening incense or both. Okay? Or both. Good question, Lewinsky's lover. And I like your name. You are all so creative. Latoya Harden asked question: do I really have to memorize the scriptures for the working to be effective? Absolutely. You've absolutely got to memorize them. And here's why. I know it seems like a bummer, right? It seems like a bummer, but I'm going to tell you why. Well, when we are doing our spiritual workings, I've told you guys before, mind, body, and spirit all have to be in alignment, right? A lot of times our workings don't work because we're not in alignment with what it is that we are asking or working towards. That's why I tell you guys a lot of times your working does not backfire. You're getting what you work for. I mean, if you are doing a money working and you're thinking about your bills and how broke you are, well, you're working towards more broke because that's the energy that you're putting off. So, of course, everything has to be in alignment. If I'm doing love work, I have to be in love, not thirsty or anxious. Okay, have to be in love. So, this ties into your question simply because when we have to stop and grab our Bible and read a scripture, that often takes you out of alignment. See, when you are new to this or just getting started or just really trying to advance your learning, you realize that, life still happens. And while you're working, you don't want to leave a crack for life to creep in and just start whispering, he ain't gonna never call you, or stuff like that. And sometimes just stopping to read the scripture will have that creep in. How many times have we been praying and then you like, my mind is wandering while I'm praying? Okay. So, yes, good question. Good question. But yes, you absolutely have to read the scripture. I mean, memorize the scripture. You can't just read it. Lionel Ferreira says, question, Prophet, I've actually accidentally sent the wrong message to my boss with a joke. Should I do a sweetening jar just in case? Stuff like that happens. Now, was it lewd or kind of or from the hub or anything like that? was anything like that, because then you may want to, but you don't have to do work just because you get a little paranoid. Because life happens, and a lot of times we get extended a lot more grace out here than we think we do. If somebody sent me something by mistake, look, yeah, Lionel, you need to see some of the stuff people send me on purpose. But I wouldn't worry about it. But if you are very worried, yes, absolutely put them in a sweetening jar. Absolutely. Lewinsky's lover said, "Thank you so much. You are very welcome." Naomi the G says, "Question: Instead of using five finger grass in your money jar spell, can I use regular grass if I don't have access? Thank you." I think I addressed that in that working. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. One thing that and this is not Naomi the G's situation. This is like everybody, right? A lot of times I'll look at my videos and the comments because I like to see what y'all have to say or the questions that y'all ask. I may not get to address all of them, but I like to look. And people will ask something along the lines of no, like they'll just timestamp to go right to the spell, and people don't understand the actual learning comes before the work. Especially if you've watched one of my videos, right? I tell you the why we do stuff and everything leading up to the actual working, and then we'll go over some stuff after the working. So I go ahead and get rid of that. I go ahead and get rid of that. So yeah, make sure you watch the whole thing, Naomi. Black Cat says, "Question: How can I use calamus root to be more persuasive in general?" Black Cat, check out my webinar on controlling and compelling. Has a lot of good uses right there in it. Musical Mood Ring, how are you? Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you. Oh, Lionel says it was just joking. He never congrat. Oh, so you were talking about him, Lionel? You sent your boss a text where you were talking about him. You meant to send it to somebody else, talking about your boss, and you sent it to him. Tweet, baby, Jesus and the grown one too. You know what I would do? I'd go in there and own it. I walk in the door. You get that text? Well, do better. Do better. That's what I do. Mm. Look. Hey, go in there. Look, give him Lionel. Give him the old man rock. Just, mm-hmm. Old man rock. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 You got that text? Do better about that. Give him the old man rock. Do better about it. Do better about that. You would be surprised. Walk in there, be like, shoot, listen. Now I ain't gonna say will do overtime for free, but it'll make it a little bit more pleasant if you would say thank you or congratulations, good job or something. At least kisses on the cheek or something. Lionel, do not pay attention to anything I'm telling you, because I'm not about to pay your bills. Don't listen to me. Put that ass in the sweetening jar. Amen. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to us. Put him in a sweetening jar. Because he don't congratulate nobody. But he may just not be one. It's hard nowadays. You know, it is hard nowadays because if someone even attempts or even feels like you had a different intention when you say like something like, "Hey, good body in human resources," so that just may be why. I actually know, and y'all help me out here. Do y'all know of a lot of corporations where that's part of their supervisor training? I do. That's a part of their supervisor training. Listen, Do not. Anyway, is it glitching for y'all? Because on my screen it's glitching, so I'm just making sure it's not glitching for y'all. It could just be my software. Somebody let me know. It was a little stutter here. No? Okay. All right, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mel Bat, how are you, Sophia? I mean, oh, Blanche. Dee Dee says yes. Dee Dee, see, Dee Dee is always something wrong with you. It is. Everybody say you good, but Dee Dee's like, yes, it's always something wrong with your end, Dee Dee. I'm just messing with you, Dee Dee. I appreciate you being here. I do. Look, Dee Dee, no mocals. No mocals. All right, I'm gonna slide down. Everyone, T-Mobile will do it with you. Do it to you every time. And guys, with the cue, please put it in the form of a question. It helps me to what you call it, read everything out. Raven Bain says, question: if making a mojo bag for healing, which herbs would be appropriate? Bone set, calendula, life everlasting would be good. Pine needles. All right, let me scroll down here. Hey, Paris. Hey, Lasagna. How y'all doing? Virgo, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lionel done told the boss exactly how you felt. Lionel, you ever thought that maybe that was divine intervention? That's we gonna shoot let Lionel get this off his chest. Jasmine said, question probably, how can I get someone to contact me? An employer. Well, this is what you do. You make two heads out of clay. Now you sprinkle some dirt from the job on one and scratch their name into it. The other one, you put one of your like hairs or nail clippings and scratch your name into it. And you have a sheet of paper that you put in the mouth of one and the ear of yours so that the two are communicating. There you go. They'll eventually reach out to you. Hope that helps. Naomi the G says, do you ever do readings for yourself? Yes. If so, do you find it difficult to read when you're at a cross? No, I don't. I don't. But I've heard that for some people it's hard to do readings for yourself, and I understand because it's part of the human condition. You want the best outcome for yourself. So, and we understand that in every method of divination, things the same cards can be interpreted different ways. And so we always want to pick the best one for us, depending on how we feel at the time. Because if you're really down in yourself, then you're gonna look at the worst one and be like, I knew it. That's all I deserve right now. I knew it was about to happen. The key to reading for yourself is to pretend that the cards are not for you and be as objective as possible. Be as objective as possible. Ingrid says, without the cue, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it, Ingrid. No problem. How to cut and clear from a narcissistic wife. Been separate for a year and a half. Well, to be honest, family, after a year and a half, I think y'all are cut and cleared. You can just stop answering the phone at that point. You just stop answering the phone. And a lot of times the things that we look for working for, there's really no working for it you know, a lot of times we just gotta just muscle through it. The ancestors didn't come up with a lot of things because a lot of things weren't pressing in their time. They had a lot of bigger fish to fry. And when I think about it, it kind of gives me a sense of strength. Like, okay, they didn't have to deal with this. And you know what? I don't either. And that's honestly a thought process that goes like, I don't have to deal with this either. Shoot. Because it's not that the situations weren't around in their time. They just didn't see it was big enough to do something with. So, I'll be all right. Black Cat says, question, can I put my god grandma on my ancestor altar if she's not blood? You can. But understand, she may or may not come through. She may or may not come through. Gypsy Black, what's going on? Corvin Lupercalia says, question, are there any traditions to make home feel more like home? I don't think I understand your question. Maybe clarify that for me. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it makes sense to everybody here, and I'm the only one not getting it because I have no idea what you're asking. Maybe somebody here help me out. Help me out, y'all.
Thank you for being a friend, Dee Dee.
Mel Pat, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for being a friend. Do 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 do. Travel down. I don't care who you are. If you know the theme song to the Golden Girls, there has been a time you've sang along with it or sang it to someone. Tell the truth, y'all. If you know that song, you have been involved in a Golden Girls theme song sing along. Now y'all know that's the truth. Still, and if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend." Y'all know it. Listen, if you know that song, you will sing along. That's like one of the best theme songs ever. Listen, y'all want to hear a little guilty pleasure of mine? We talking about singing along because back in my drinking days, you shoot, take me to karaoke. I will absolutely get up there. But now that I've been walking the sober road going on 3 years now. There's only two songs that can get me singing at karaoke, and neither one of them is black. Anybody want to venture a guess? Two white people songs. I'll get up there singing. I promise you I will. Not the Cheers theme song. That is a good one though. Now, these are actual songs. Not Benny and the Jets. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. Sherry, let me tell you, I used to love watching Maul with my mama. Who do you want to message? Y'all have listen. Y'all know y'all's white people music. Good job. Okay. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. Last one to go. The last one to show I was the last one you thought you'd see there. Tell me y'all don't know that song. Tell me y'all don't know that song. Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks. Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks. Come on, family. Oh my God. Mel. Mel. Mel, come here. Mel, I need to see your white card. Mel, I need to see. Look, Mel said, not me getting the artist wrong. And I'm white. I take your white card. Gosh almighty. That's all right. But that was one. That was one. What's the other one? What's the other one? That was one. Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks. What's the other one? Look, Maud was amazing. And then there's Maud. Always compromising, enterprising, anything but tranquilizing. Right on, Maud. Well, they're gonna try to copyright me, but I'm not monetizing this stream anyway. Okay, the last one. The last one. Okay, Sweet Home Alabama is a good song, but no. All right, family. Here's the last one. I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my body lying somewhere in the sands of time. I really don't know what's happened now and then. As long as you'll be my friend at the end. Superman, Three Doors Down. Don't act like y'all don't know that song. Superman, Three Doors Down. If I go crazy, will you still call me Superman? If I look, that's it. Kryptonite. That's what it's called. Kryptonite. Yes. You hit me strong, you call me weak. Still your secrets I will keep. You took for granted all the times I never let you down. Yes. Three Doors Down. Kryptonite. I know what I'm gonna be listening to tonight. So those two songs, if it's on the karaoke list, I'm up there. I'm up there. And y'all better sing with me. Y'all better sing with me. Doggone it. But at least, if y'all don't know those songs, we can all sing the theme song. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so back to the questions, y'all. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I know it. Back to the questions. Black Cat says that song does slap. It's good. I assume that means that it's a good song. Y'all know I'm an old man, so I'm assuming that this comment means that the song is good. All right, back to the questions, y'all. I apologize. Let me scroll up a little bit. Let me see here. See, this is why I have y'all put the cues on here so I can scroll up and find them. Gypsy Black says, question. I had done a money ritual recently and it's been going very well, but I've been receiving only from one person. Is there a way to have the sources spread out? Don't want them to burn out. Shoot. Listen, the universe is using the best possible route to get that money to you. Don't look a gift working in the mouth. Let it go. QB 1974. QB. Hey, safe space, my friend. Question. Hi, Mr. Prophet. Hey, QB. I hope I'm not asking the same old question. Bah, don't worry about it. How do you collect graveyard dirt? Okay. So here's the thing about collecting graveyard dirt, right? I always tell you guys there's nothing here or in Hoodoo that'll backfire. Spells don't backfire. They either work or they don't. Nor can you accidentally curse your whole family. It doesn't work that way. But the one caveat to that rule is mucking around with spirits. because if you do the wrong thing with the spirit, you can cause some issues. So I'm glad you asked that question, right? If you have business in a cemetery, you can just walk on in. Meaning, if you're visiting a relative, going to um going to a funeral, or if you're just jogging, because a lot of people jog through cemeteries, especially, excuse me, in Atlanta, because the cemeteries are like, the quiet spaces. But if you are going to collect graveyard dirt, then you don't have business in there, meaning family business. You are going in there to work in their home. So you have to pay your way in, 9 cents in. Now, you have to be very specific in where you leave the coins. A lot of places don't teach that. But let's just say this is like the threshold of the cemetery. So you pay your 9 cents on the street side of the cemetery, walking in, you pay your 9 cents on the street side. Now, family, don't overthink it. If you don't have 9 pennies, but you have a dime, you good. You just left them a 1 cent tip. All right? Just left them a 1 cent tip. Now, the key to that is to state your name and then say, "Hey, I'm here to do a little work. I'm gonna come in and come out," and then wait for a sign. You never know what the sign is gonna be. The sign could be a dog barking, it could be a car honking, wind blowing. One of my students just said the wind blew right at the gate. Well, it could be that. Okay, it could be that. So once you get whatever sign, then you go in, proceed to go where will do whatever you're gonna do and come out. You said collect graveyard dirt. What I would recommend is that when you're new, don't go collecting dirt from graves because that's very personal. So you don't want to collect dirt from anyone's grave just yet. So where's the safe place to collect dirt? Common areas. The crossroads of a cemetery is always a good spot to collect graveyard dirt because it's not claimed by anyone. So that dirt, you just leave a few coins, no specific denomination, but leave a few coins in the hole, cover the hole back up, don't leave somebody else's house messy, and then come back out. Now, on the way out, if you feel watched or something behind you, ignore it, keep walking. If you hear someone call your name, do not acknowledge it, keep on going. Don't turn around and look until you are outside. But remember, you got to pay 9 cents going out. So now you drop the exiting 9 cents where? On the cemetery side. So going in the street side, going out the cemetery side, and then you go on out. Now it's safe to turn around. So why don't we turn around if we feel these feelings of dread or things like that going in, or while we're in there exiting? Well, remember the story of Lot and Lot's wife. He was warned, do not turn around and look at her until we have safely made it out of here. And he turned around, and what happened to her? She turned into a pillar of salt. Well, we have always or felt, and I've actually seen kind of evidence of this, that when you turn around and acknowledge things like that on your way out, then it is the spirit trying their best to swap places with you. So everyone is always talking about how they don't want to have a spirit latch on or follow them home. Yeah, don't just get on out before you turn around. I don't know if anybody has been with me long enough to remember the live stream I did when we went into the witches cemetery. It was me and a few other people. We went into the witches cemetery. And do y'all remember everything that went on during that live stream? I mean, it was like an episode of one of them ghost hunter shows. How they closed off the exit, and we were looking for our way out. There was a lot going on. Musical Mood Ring, you've been around forever. You've been around forever. Mel Bats this question: is there working a level above the Allspice one for a sales director who bullies his rep, specifically his female reps? Yes. Message me because, well, you know what? Here's one thing you can do: write his name on a piece of paper. Yeah, you've been around forever. Just real quiet. Write his name on a piece of paper. Sprinkle some pumpkin seeds on it. Fold it up, and then throw it away or burn it. Latoya Hart says, "Question: do you make the chicken's foot for purchase? I can. I can. Text the text line. Here, I'll help y'all out here. Oh, I don't have the text line on here. Let me fix that. Hold on. Now this is here. Let me see. I love this software because it lets me edit on the fly. You can text or WhatsApp. There we go. All right. There we go. I have a guy that I follow. He's a video game streamer, and people always troll him and whatnot because we have different communities. People always troll him or whatnot, and he'll say, "Hey, if you want to insult me, put it on the back of a $10 bill." And I was like, "That's funny." I said that is so funny because I always tell people, like, listen, let's continue this conversation over Cash App. Oh my goodness. But QB 1974, that was a good question. Purple butterfly, I got to you. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. I didn't skip you on purpose. It's just that you didn't have the cue. So whenever there's a lot going on here, and maybe you didn't hear the instructions, everyone here put a cue in front of your question so that I can see your question. Because when there's a lot of chat, I try to scroll up and down to the questions, and my eyes zero in on the cue. But you said ritual to get a job while 6 months pregnant. Woo! Well, one, be careful. Everything's, you and that baby need to be healthy. Okay, but it's no different from any other work. And be perfectly honest, it's not just the fact that you're pregnant. It's a wrinkle, but it depending on the job, it's one heck of a wrinkle. But they can't discriminate. They can't. So it's any other job working. So I'll say, all you gotta do is itching. All you have to do is take some dirt from that job that you want, mix it with just a little bit of licorice root, and sprinkle it on top of your doorstep. Okay, and that'll draw that job to you. All right, purple butterfly. Hope that helps. Come back and let us know when you got that job. Come back and let us know when you got that job. All right, family. I would love to keep going. I would love to keep going, but I have got a class in 5 minutes. All right, so let me go teach this class. Y'all have been amazing. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a new way for you guys to Philip. Philip, thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate it. I got it. I got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm introducing a new way for you guys to like ask your questions or whatever. If you want to send a donation or whatever, light a candle. It's a new site. It's new to me called Hipsy. It's called Hipsy, and what it does is it actually keeps track of everything for me. It keeps track of everything for me so that I can see all this stuff. And just makes it easier. Okay. So, but y'all will see what I'm talking about. Y'all will see what I'm talking about. But anyway, let me get to this class. Y'all have been amazing. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You guys, let's see. Look here. Look here. Look here. Thank you to Philip for the Cash App. Thank you, Brother Gohan, for the gifted membership. Mel Bat, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you for being a friend. Naomi and then Naomi DG, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Channel members, you guys will definitely get the TikTok live stream of today's playback tonight. I'm gonna start downloading it as I'm teaching this class. I'm about to teach this class. All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much. God bless. I'm out of here.